Hey man, Cooper Flagg, bro. I see why he was considering staying into college, bro. Made an absolute bag at Duke in his first year and only year with the Blue Devils. To make this kind of money, $28 million. Cooper Flagg's reported NIL earnings per Howard Bryant is insane. Now, as I said earlier this week, we talked about high school recruits making $20,000 a month per Kirby Smart, basically saying what's on the table, what's going on behind the scenes, right? Which I respect Kirby Smart for saying that. Let us know what the hell's going on. Now, in the same breath, I think you're going to see definitely more of this, especially with big time athletes. Now, this past week, we see something big with basketball too. We'll talk about here in just a second. Now, earlier this week, obviously Adidas announced their 6 new players, right? Those 6 players included across girls basketball and boys basketball, right? Included Caleb Holt, Tay Keeney, Anthony Thompson, girls basketball stars Olivia Edwards and Kate Harper, who's a top player as well, in addition to Bruce Branch, right? Now, they all basically got NIL deals with Adidas. You can imagine the amount of money they're going to be making, and they haven't even graduated from high school yet. A lot of these kids are 2026, so they'll be coming up into their senior seasons next year, right? So it just goes to show you the landscape and what we're looking at. So when you're an elite athlete like a Cooper Flag, right, you take advantage, obviously, of course, but what these brands are doing, they're getting on the athletes early, right? Which makes a lot of sense. Like, these athletes are not having to wait until they get to the pro leagues in order to get these type of endorsement deals. They already relishing after that then. And then these companies can sign long-term deals and contracts, right? Now, this is not even going off of maybe what he's getting paid from university, yada, yada. This is just his own marketability and how big of a player he was. He was able to land, obviously, New Balance and Fanatics, which is obviously a big brand here in the U.S. Now, per Howard Bryant, these are the details of the $28 million contracts that he got, obviously, with Fanatics and, obviously, New Balance, right? $13 million deal with New Balance and a $15 million deal with, obviously, Fanatics. And again, that's not going to just be probably set to just this year. It's a long-term contract, so he's going to continue to get money. As his star continues to rise and he gets better and better and he becomes a star, potentially in the NBA, I don't want to anoint him a star now because we see what happened. #1 overall pick, right, yada, yada. You're going to be in a bust. I don't think Cooper will be a bust. I think Cooper's going to be probably one of the greatest players in his generation. That's just my personal opinion. But these kids can benefit now because you can get these deals early. So NIL, man, I mean, some people don't like it. Some people feel like it's messed up the sport. I understand where you're coming from. But at the same time, if you're an athlete, get your bag, bro. Make your money. But then again, just be smart with it, as we said in our last video. I will say, though, it is crazy to see where we currently are at, especially when obviously just barely passed 4 years ago in 2021. It's crazy to see this kind of money being paid for the athlete. But again, with obviously getting paid this type of money comes great responsibility, right? Because you're not just representing yourself anymore or your family. You're representing a brand, right? So when athletes, you're able to get this kind of bread, be smart with it, invest your money. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you got some good team of financial advisors and make your money work for you as well, man, because you're not going to always have and be making this kind of money. So, yeah, y'all, that's my thoughts, man. Very intriguing to say the least, man. Great report here by Greenlight Media, just talking about and highlighting this and how much Cooper Flag made. I think it's only up from here for the athletes and continue to make this kind of money and being able to just set themselves up for the future, man. But just crazy to see players are making this kind of money, only as, what I'm saying, a freshman in college. But it makes sense. And this is why I was going back to my earlier takes I had, obviously, on G League. Stay in college, bro. Get your degree, back up yourself, learn entrepreneurship, and be able to make money. That Florida guy that just transferred from Princeton, he's making $6 million this year just to play at Florida, right? Why not take advantage? You're not even touching that, that early on into the NBA. It's just a fact. Now, maybe they'll increase the salaries. Maybe they make it a more, appetizing. But you're not touching that kind of money, especially this kind of money, in 1 year in the NBA, especially if you're not one of those dudes. You're not seeing this kind of money to your second contract, man. So if you're the players, be smart, get developed, get coached, improve your craft. So then when you go to the league, you can be ready. And you already got the NIL deals, all the brand sponsorships, backing where you straight, man. So incredible thing about. But comment down below your thoughts on this reported deal.